Guys, it's your boy, BarcaBoy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. We're going to get some updates on Messi's contract renewal, how that's going to be very, very close. How Jack Grealish and Harry Kane going to Man City will affect Barcelona's summer transfer plans. And of course, talk about all the departures that have been rumored over the past 24 hours. And Joan Laporta's summer plan to make the team smaller and make it more competitive as well. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button. Let's try to get the 200 likes in this video. It'll be very much appreciated. And of course, don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. And over the past 24 hours, Barcelona have only been linked to one player, and that is Mikel Damsgaard. El Camp Nou has come out saying that Barcelona have started to pursue Mikel Damsgaard. No official contacts have established quite yet, and Tottenham and AC Milan are also interested in the player as well. Now, the only reason that I can think of why Barcelona wanted to bring in Damsgaard this summer is because they want to send him back out on loan to another team like Sampdoria, maybe an AC Milan or Tottenham, something like that, just to say that they have the player. That way they can loan him out, he can go out there and shine. Because right now in the current squad, there is absolutely no room for him. But right now, there's nothing concrete that they're coming in from Spain, more so outside sources right now, so wait and see. But I do believe that Barcelona are watching out for Damsgaard. The question is, will we pursue him or not? Because with that 40 million price tag that we're hearing from the Sampdoria president, there's no way Barcelona can afford that this summer. And I also want to touch upon the big transfer news over the past 24 hours, not in Barcelona but around the world. That is that Man City are eyeing Jack Grealish and Harry Kane for a deal worth 100 million euros each, and they want to bring them both into Man City this summer. And Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Man City, according to news in England, will sign playmaker Jack Grealish for 116 million euros. Therefore, they will have to sell players this summer, and of course, Barcelona are interested in a lot of their players such as Bernardo Silva, Riyad Mahrez, Joao Cancelo, and also Aymeric Laporte. And the reports that are coming out at the moment is that Bernardo Silva and Aymeric Laporte are the two that really want to leave Man City this summer, and right now Barcelona really want Aymeric Laporte. I think there's reports coming out saying that he's open to moving to Barcelona. He really wants to go there as well. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. I think once Man City complete these deals for Jack Grealish and maybe Harry Kane, more so Jack Grealish, they will start to sell players. Maybe now they'll be open to doing a swap deal with Barcelona for, Roberto plus cash, something like that. I think Roberto's the only player that they're really interested in at the moment. So we'll have to wait and see if this deal does get completed for Harry Kane and Jack Grealish, or maybe even one of them. Watch out for Man City players coming to Barcelona this summer. Let's now get into the news surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours. First, we're going to talk about Messi's renewal update. Just to let you guys know before I get into this news, it's a done deal. Messi will be renewing his contract. Firstly, coming in from Candaceres, and the negotiations between Barcelona and Messi will be remotely from now on. Jorge Mendes, his father, and his agent has left the city and will not return for several days or maybe even weeks. This doesn't mean anything, of course. The negotiations will continue. Now, Ben Ari from BS Sports, who I'd say is probably the top 5 journalists in Spain, he's come out saying that Barcelona and Lionel Messi are now working together to timely announce his contract extension. He will 1000% continue at Barcelona, not 100%. And lastly, the campaign that FC Barcelona are going to be using for Messi's contract renewal announcement is going to be love. So what they're going to do is replace the letters L and O in the word love and replace it with his number 10. Of course, we saw it was, Iniesta, infinity, infinite thanks. With, Xavi, they replaced, gracias, and replaced it with number 6. So it's a similar concept in that sense, but it has been leaked. As you can see in the top right corner, you can see remove, publish, all that sort of stuff. It has been leaked by the media, not by Barcelona themselves. So wait and see. As you can see, also he's wearing the new kit in that picture as well. Guys, Messi's contract renewal is done. I think it's going to happen. The question is when now. Is it going to be on Laporta's birthday on Tuesday? Is it going to be this weekend? And of course, remember that Argentina play on Monday against Bolivia. It's going to be rumored that Messi's going to have a rest in that game. So will they announce it before that game or after that game? Who knows? But Messi's contract renewal at Barcelona is pretty much a done deal. Now, the next topic that I want to discuss is Joan Laporta's plan to overhaul the squad and his summer plans for right now. Coming in from Rack 1, saying that Barcelona estimates that after Messi's renewal, about 200 million euros of the squad's overall salary must be reduced. And Sport have come out back in that statement saying that Barcelona must reduce the salary limit by 47.1%, so that Barcelona can go from being able to allocate 656 million euros to only 347 million euros. And La Liga have established a rule that the clubs can now reinvest 25% of their capital gain from transfers and savings they get from player departures. And Mundo Deportivo also came out talking about the big squad problems, saying that Barcelona urgently need to facilitate the departures of several of their key players. The current squad has a total of 33 players, including Mingueza, Mariba, and Inaki Pena, who have not been officially promoted quite yet. And this is an unsustainable number to be able to deal with the salary limits set by La Liga. So right now, we all know that Barcelona have made 4 signs this summer: Emerson, Aguero, Eric Garcia, and Depay. And of course, they still have all the current players coming in, also the players returning from loan, like Carlos Alenia, all those sort of type of players. And Barcelona have to do a big overhaul of their squad. Now, right now, I'm not worried, but I'm seeing a lot of Barcelona fans online saying they're worried, all that sort of stuff. Remember, we still have the Euros going on. We're not even, 2 months into the transfer window. We're only actually 26 days into the transfer window. Laporta needs time to sell players. Without a doubt, there's going to be a lot lot of sales, a lot of low moves to get rid of some players and also bring down the squad number from 33 to I think 25 is the limit by La Liga, 25, 23, something like that. So at least 10 departures from the club are going to be coming in the next few months, so watch out for that. So what I'm going to do right now is go through each and every single player that could be leaving the club and give you guys an update on their situation. The first player exit that we're going to discuss is Martin Braithwaite, coming in from Mundo Deportivo, saying that many English clubs are interested in signing Martin Braithwaite, with West Ham's interest being the most concrete. But right now, Braithwaite's intentions to this day is to continue fighting for his place at Barcelona. And Cat Radio have come out saying that Martin Braithwaite is on the transfer list and Barcelona expect to sell him for a fee of around 10 million to 15 million euros. I think Martin Braithwaite should be the least of our worries right now. We have other priorities to deal with, other players that actually want to stay at the club but don't want to leave. I think once the Euros end, all that sort of stuff, a lot of injuries are going to be coming in for Braithwaite. He will accept to leave the club with that overhaul in the attack with Depay, Aguero, Messi, Griezmann. Even if we have like a lot of injuries, he still will get little to no minutes. But for Martin Braithwaite, it's going to be a happy ending because at the end of the day, he'll tell his kids, he'll tell his wife, his grandkids, his grandchildren, all that sort of stuff that he's played for Barcelona. The next player's exit that we're going to talk about is Jordi Alba, coming in from Mundo Deportivo, saying that Barcelona are willing to consider the departure of Jordi Alba and see him as a player who can enter a player exchange deal, possibly with Inter Milan. Alba, however, does not intend to leave Barcelona and wants to fulfill his contract until June 2024 with the club. And Cat Radio have come out backing that statement, saying that Barcelona have informed Inter Milan that they will listen to offers for Jordi Alba this summer. Now, I do have a theory on Jordi Alba's exit. Just hear me out on this. I think this is a big plan from Joan Laporta. I think what he's trying to do is attract interest for Jordi Alba from other big teams. Then have a meeting with Jordi Alba and his agent, say to him, look, we have a lot of interest from other teams, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Premier League clubs, and we want to include you in those, swap deals. Jordi Alba will say to them, no, please, I want to stay at the club, blah, 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 blah. Then Joan Laporta will say, okay, I'll keep you at the club on one condition, you have to reduce your wages by a lot. Jordi Alba will then say, okay, I'll reduce my wages, okay, and then you can stay at the club. I think that's what the plan is from Juan Laporta. We'll wait and see what happens, but I don't see Jordi Alba leaving the club this summer, because if he does, we're going to have to bring in 2 left backs, and we can barely bring in 1. But I do believe that Jordi Alba will be a Barcelona player next season. The next exit we're going to talk about is the exit of Sergio Roberto, coming in from Sport. They've come out saying that Barcelona consider that Sergio Roberto's time at the club is over, and this will be the last summer to be able to get something from his sale, but they'll have to find a club who can afford his 10 million per year wages. Now, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I think the only way that Roberto leaves the club this summer is in a player swap deal involving Manchester City. I think the idea of playing under Pep Guardiola again, also playing in England in the Premier League as well, with Roberto, speaking very good English, will make him think about a possible move to Man City. But other than that, I can't see him going anywhere else, so we'll have to wait and see. He talks about how he wants to go to MLS to end off his career, but right now he's 28, 29, so he's very, very far away from ending off his career. I think Roberto's definitely going to be a problem at the club this summer until, his departure. If he doesn't depart, he'll probably have to reduce his wages by a lot. The next player that could be leaving the club this summer is Antoine Griezmann, coming in from Les Sport 2, saying that with Messi about to renew his contract, Griezmann could leave the club either by a transfer or by a player swap exchange. To comply with the regulations, Barcelona must free up 200 million euros, and if Antoine Griezmann leaves, he would free up around 1/4 of that 200 million euros. Antoine Griezmann has 3 years left on his current Barcelona contract and plans to fulfill it. It'll be necessary to see how the negotiations with his representatives are carried out, taking into account that Barcelona wants to reduce the wage bill for everyone. I really don't think that Antoine Griezmann is going to be leaving the club this summer. I think the only way he'll leave the club this summer is if a good offer arrives, firstly, and secondly, if he does not reduce his wages. I think if he does reduce his wages, he'll stay at the club. I think he'd be an excellent asset to keep at the club as well. If he does not agree to reduce his wages, I can see Juan Laporta really pushing for his move out, offering him player swap deals, player exchanges here and there, all over the place. So we'll have to wait and see. If he does agree to a wage cut, I think he'll stay. I would personally keep Antoine Griezmann. I think he had an absolutely fantastic season last season, and with Barcelona now having a much better and competitive squad, I think Antoine Griezmann can definitely shine. The next player exit we're going to discuss is the exit of Felipe Coutinho, coming in from Mundo Deportivo, saying that Arsenal are considering signing Coutinho to replace Martin Odegaard, who could return to Real Madrid back from his loan move. There's no doubt that Barcelona want to get rid of Coutinho this summer. The big question is how. If transfer fee, a loan move, a player swap, what's it going to be? But right now, I think we have to wait for him to fully recover from his injury. That way, the agent will, start moving out there, talking to other clubs, getting, more interest from other teams. But right now, with him being injured, there's not going to be that much interest for him. Also, once the preseason starts, and he starts to, train and play a couple games with Barcelona in the preseason, against Juventus, Villarreal, whoever we're playing, maybe that will attract some interest from other teams. Also, other teams will get desperate by the, the last final days of the transfer window, getting in a quick replacement, all that sort of stuff. Keep an eye on Coutinho. I do believe he'll leave the club this summer, but right now it's not ruled out that he could be a Barcelona player next season. The next player exit we're going to discuss is the exit of Pjanic, coming in from Mundo Deportivo. They've come out saying that Pjanic wants to leave Barcelona this summer and go back to Juventus, especially after Allegri has returned as the manager. However, it does not close the door to other clubs, knowing that Juventus priority right now in the midfield is Locatelli. I think we can all agree that Pjanic will definitely be leaving the club this summer. The question is, where is it going to go and how much we're going to get. Right now, we're currently hearing reports of a 2-year loan move to Juventus. But right now, Juventus are focusing on bringing in Locatelli from Sassuolo. That's their first priority in the midfield. But however, However, Allegri has requested for mainland Pjanic to come back to the club. So wait and see what happens. I think Pjanic will be pushing for that loan move. I think Barcelona will end up loaning him to Juventus. I don't think we'll get a player sale of 10 million or 20 million, something like that. But for now, I'd say watch out for Locatelli's future to be decided. Once that's decided, Juventus' interest in Pjanic will intensify. If they get Locatelli, then they end up not getting Pjanic. Watch out for Chelsea, PSG, because they're all interested in Pjanic, and there's no doubt that Pjanic will leave the club this summer, whether it's a sale, a swap deal, or even a loan move. The next player exit we're going to discuss is the exit of Junior Firpo, coming in from Cat Radio, and they've come out saying that Junior Firpo could be hours away from leaving FC Barcelona. The left back prefers to join AC Milan, who wants him on loan, and Barcelona is willing to agree to a loan move with an option to buy. There's no doubt in my mind that Junior Firpo will be leaving the club this summer. The big question is, will it be a loan move with an option to buy, an obligation to buy, a straight sale? What's it going to be? I think Barcelona really need to sell him this summer. We know that clubs in the Premier League are willing to pay a transfer fee for him this summer, but right now he wants to go to AC Milan. You can't really blame him. Do you want to go to AC Milan or West Ham? You're going to pick AC Milan every single day of the week. And right now, AC Milan are only offering a loan move. But it's very clear that if Junior Firpo does go to AC Milan on loan, he goes there and performs very, very well. They will definitely buy him and use their option to buy. The question is, will he go out there and perform well? The next player exit that we're going to discuss is the exit of Samuel Umtiti, coming in from Cat Radio. They come out saying that Samuel Umtiti could be possibly loaned out to a club in the French league this summer. So pretty much Samuel Umtiti is in the same situation as Junior Firpo. A lot of clubs that he wants to go to are asking only for a loan move, and Barcelona want to sell him this summer. I don't know if there's going to be an option to buy. If we do loan him out, we'll have to wait and see. But Umtiti is a very rare case, and no matter how we get rid of him, we just get rid of him no matter what, because that 250k a week wages is absolutely ridiculous, and Barcelona has to get rid of that no matter what. But if he does go out on loan to a French league club, we'll end up paying something for him, maybe 100k, something like that, and the other club will pay half of that. So we'll have to wait and see. But similar to Pjanic, there's no doubt in my mind that Umtiti will be leaving the club this summer. And the final player exit that we're going to discuss is the exit of Konrad de la Fuente, coming in from Mohamed Bouhafsi. He's one of the top sources in Ligue 1. He's come out saying that Konrad de la Fuente's medicals with Olympique Marseille are scheduled to take place at the beginning of next week. The deal is completed, 3.5 million transfer fee, 4-year contract, and 10% on resale from Barcelona. And also the president of Olympique Marseille has come out confirming the deal of Konrad de la Fuente that's going to be completed in the next few days. He's come out saying that we followed him all year. Everything was done thanks to the good personal relationship and coordination with FC Barcelona. Now we've just covered 9 exits that Barcelona could be making this summer. Let's talk about one player that's going to be staying at Barcelona, and that is Riqui Puig, coming in from Cat Radio. They come out saying that Riqui Puig will stay at Barcelona for next season. Hopefully this means that Ronald Koeman will give him some minutes. If not, he'll probably get loaned out in January, same to what happened with Carlos Alina last summer. But Riqui Puig will start off the season with FC Barcelona. And the last few points that I want to discuss before I end off this video is about the fans returning back to the Camp Nou, and also about the away goal rule in La Liga. Firstly, about the fans returning back to the stadium, coming in from Mundo Deportivo. They've come out saying the Camp Nou will reopen after 17 months in August, and the first match with the fans back in the Camp Nou will be the Joan Gamper match against Juventus on August the 8th, and the closure of the Camp Nou results in losing between 200 to 300 million euros for Barcelona last season, but this season it will be regained. And after UEFA have announced that they have scrapped the away goal rule in all their club competitions, the Spanish Federation have followed up and scrapped the away goal rule from the Copa del Rey. From now on, if it's tied after full time, it will go into extra time or penalties. This will only apply to the semifinals of the Copa del Rey, because as we all know, up until the semifinals, it's all one game, one leg. Semifinals is 2 legs, and of course the final is 1 game, so this will only apply to the semifinals. But they have decided to scrap the away goal rule. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course leave your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. But of course the main thing I want to know is about the player sales. I think we're going to make that many sales, 9 in total. There's going to be more loan moves, more player swaps, more players staying, terminations of contracts. Let me know what you think about that all down in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't already. But finally, just before I end off this video, I want to announce to you guys my kit for next season has arrived. And I tell you what, this looks more crap in person than it does on TV, on Twitter and all that stuff. I tell you what, this is not that great. I'd recommend you don't buy it until next year when it's on sale, for 50% off, because for full price, this isn't worth it. It looks absolutely terrible. Anyways, see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.